Today, I'm going to be covering a materia a vast majority of the community is sleeping on. I'm talking about the time materia. At first glance, veterans to the RPG genre will recognize it because it grants haste to the user. If you're not familiar with haste, this speeds up the charge rate of the ATB gauge. This is really good as the charge rate did get nerfed from Final Fantasy Remake, but this is where most players will dismiss the materia. At level 2, you can use slow, which reduces the charge rate of enemies' ATB, so their red attacks aren't as frequent. This can be very useful when you're fighting multiple annoying enemies. At level 3, you get stop. As the name implies, the enemies will get completely frozen in time and you could wail away at them. This was immensely helpful as it helped me defeat some of the endgame content Rebirth has to offer. In doing so, I came across a broken interaction. If an enemy is pressured, the gauge will be frozen so you could stagger them easier. Some of the later enemies take a while to stagger, so this was really useful. You can magnify this to affect multiple enemies on the battlefield, which I highly recommend you do. Take this effect off when there's only one enemy left, or you want to stop a specific enemy, as the effect will be more potent. Now this last interaction blew my mind. When an enemy is staggered, you could stop the gauge from decreasing, essentially increasing your window of damage. Since they take 160% more damage and even more if you get the multiplier up, it's completely broken and I wanted to share this with you. This unfortunately doesn't work on enemies who resist stop and slow, but you'd be surprised how many enemies are vulnerable to the time materia. Hopefully you aren't sleeping on the time materia anymore, and if there's any unanswered questions, then ask down below. And if you're wondering what's the best build for hard mode, consider checking out this video right here. Until the next video, I'll see ya.